Now, children, we come to the exercise given in page number 13. So, what is the exercise? The exercise is basically on punctuation. Now, what do we actually mean by punctuation? Punctuation is the use of marks such as full stops and question marks in our writing. So whenever we complete a sentence, we either put a question mark or a full stop, or like sentences when or an exclamation, or suppose it is a sentence which shows some feelings and we put exclamation mark. So these are the marks which we put at the end of each sentence. It helps us to avoid confusion in our writing, as the reader can make out which words are grouped together, where to pause, and what the purpose of a sentence is. So, what a punctuation mark help us to understand? It helps us to understand the proper meaning of the sentence, where to pause, what the speaker wants to say, which are the words which are grouped together. So, these are the things which a punctuation mark helps us to understand. Now, what are the different types of punctuation marks? We use a full stop at the end of a sentence to mark the completion of a thought. For example, she didn't laugh at him. So, over here, we are seeing that the speaker is saying that she did not laugh at him. So this is a complete sentence. So at the end of the sentence, this sentence makes a proper meaning. So we will put a full stop at the end of the sentence so that we can make it clear that this is a complete thought. This is the complete statement. Okay. Next, we use a question mark at the end of a sentence that asks a question. Where are you going? What is your name? So these are different questions that we generally ask. So what is the punctuation mark that we use at the end of this question sentence? An interrogative sentence, it is a question mark. We use an exclamation mark in a sentence that expresses a strong emotion. Such pleasant weather. What a beautiful house. Ouch, I have hurt my leg. Okay, so these are different expressions, these are feelings which shows that it is an exclamatory sentence. So at the end of an exclamatory sentence, we put an exclamation mark. We use an apostrophe to show belonging. It is also used to show the omission of a letter or letters removed from a word or words. So apostrophe shows two things. First, it shows a belonging, like Ramchand's father, apostrophe S. Okay. Ramchand's mother. Okay, apostrophe S. So this is showing a belongingness. That whose father? It's Ramchand's father. Ria's pencil box. Okay, so this is whose pencil box? This is Ria's pencil box. It is showing a belongingness. Okay. Next, don't forget. So we put when we omit. So what is the full? This is actually called a contraction. Don't. It is do not forget. The full form is do not. So when we contract into a short form, it becomes don't. D-O-N apostrophe S, T, sorry. So this means omission of a particular letter O from the word not. Is it clear? So the apostrophe is used for two things. One is to show a belonging, and second, omission of a letter from another to form another letter. Okay. So omission of a particular letter from another word in order to make it a contracted form. Comma. We use a comma to separate names or items in a list. For example, there are so many names together. or same so many items together: pencils, erasers, sharpeners, rulers, notebooks, books, etc. So how can, if you write all the things together, how is suppose anybody is supposed to understand? All will get confused, jumbled up. So we put comma after each word in order to separate them and make it a meaningful sentence. Clear? For example, Ramchand's father sold rice, comma, pulses, comma, candles, comma, brooms, comma, sugar, comma, gram flour, comma, fried groundnuts, and homemade biscuits in his shop, again comma, among other things. Okay, now I want to explain you one thing. See, there are so many things which we have separated by using comma, but just writing just before the last item that we are going to write, we do not put comma, but we use and over there. Okay, or we use instead over there.